Hey guys, what's up? It is your friend Keith. I'm again live in the control room at Essex Recording Studios just outside London in England. And yes, your buddy Keith has an insane guitar to share with you guys today. This is from a very famous individual who is extremely influential in the realm of hard rock and heavy metal that has owned this guitar. So, this 1979 Fender Strat, by the way, the cleanest 70s Fender Strat I've ever seen in my life. This was owned, the very personal guitar of Mr. Andy Sneap. If you're not familiar with Andy, you probably are and don't realize it. He is a prolific engineer and producer in the world of metal, and he is currently a guitarist for a little band called Judas Priest. Wow. You can see an hour-long interview we had with him sitting right next to this guitar and his Edwards V guitars on the channel. Check that out. But right now we're going to go up close and show you the beauty that is this 1979 time capsule of a Fender Strat. If you want to see how good the condition is on this guitar, just check out on Norman's Rare Guitars. They have this same 1979 Strat in the same finish. Translucent, crimson, red translucent or transparent. And this is just unreal compared to that one. That one's all beat up. Look at the back of this. Wow. You can see a few fingerprints and stuff. But this is with direct spotlight right over it. So, like white glove inspection level detail. Everything sticks out when you've got the lights shining over this bright. This is so clean. I cannot tell you. Let's see here. Rub that little fingerprint off. It's bothering me. Ah. All right. Cool. I can't tell you just like out of the hundreds and hundreds of guitars I've owned and seen in person, just how clean this looks in person. The studio spotlight directly above is extremely harsh and unforgiving and reveals a bit more in video than what you really normally see. And even then, this is just clean. Look at the back plate. There's like no corrosion. You can see the reflection of the phone there. No problem. Or my hand. I mean, this is so clean. Completely original as far as I can tell. Oh, those Fender tuners. This is all coming back now. This is what they're trying to copy. And all these new releases from Fender. First you had like the Highway 1 series and American Specials that had the 70s style bat headstock here. Super cool. Look at how clean the decal is. So we know it's the 70s because it has the S for 1970s. E was the 1980s. N was the 1990s. And then the first year is the year. So 1979, S9. And S8 would be a 1978. Stratocaster, made in USA. Look at the string trees. There's like no corrosion. The bullet truss rod end looks like brand new. The frets look phenomenal. The fretboard. This belongs in a museum. There's just no words. 79 was the 25th anniversary year for the Fender Strat. And they did make a 25th anniversary model. I think they made 2,500 of them, 2,000 of them, 2,500 of them. I've owned like 4. And they all came, the first 500 came in Olympic white, but it was bicycle paint from the Huffy bicycle plant. Crazy. And the paint did not like last a day. Most were turned back from the dealers because by the time they showed up at guitar dealerships around the world, the paint was all jacked up. And they'd go and either get refinished in a different color or get refinished in what the I guess you could call the recall color was, which was Porsche Inca Silver. And on the Inca Silver, that was actually the same color they used on the Porsche 911. Whoa. This is also early days for the Fender USA molded case. I'm just going to go ahead and put this down real clear so you can see everything we're dealing with. Look at that wood grain, and it looks like on these it's a 3-piece body. So you've got one there and one there for construction seams, which is very interesting. The grain detail is beautiful. Let me try and get this light a little bit more better, more realistic. Yeah, because the lights are so bright shining above, it's hard to pull out the detail on the phone, but it is incredible. I've not seen one like this ever before from this era. Andy Sneap, we need to talk about him. What makes him significant and special, and what adds tremendous value to this guitar? Well, go ahead and just Google him. Google Andy Sneap, S-N-E-A-P. Go to his Wikipedia and check out his credentials. The man has buku credits. He's the guy behind Killswitch Engage's sound. You've heard of them. He's produced Megadeth, Judas Priest recently. He's done John Petrucci. Just Accept, Testament. You can name it. He's been involved with it in some way or another. It's nuts. Has worked on some of the biggest budget records of the 90s and 2000s for the rock and metal genre, and he is the go-to guy for Metal Blade, Roadrunner Records, all the biggest metal labels. He is the man for engineering, for producing, and he's so good, Judas Priest goes, hey, you mind hopping on tour with us around the world? And still plays for them to this day. Unreal. What a dude. So yes, you are getting a guitar owned by a legend, played by a legend, and brought to this studio by the man himself. And oh, it just happens to be like the cleanest 79 Strat on the face of the earth. If you can find a better condition, better looking one with a cooler finish, let me know so I can go buy it. This is nuts. Alright guys, I gotta get going. I've been doing videos all day for artists, which is why you haven't seen guitar videos so much in the past few days, but they're coming back. I've got 3 Edwards V's owned by Mr. Sneap that I need to do some close-up videos for, and we'll do a little collection video as well. Alright? Cool dudes, I will catch you all very soon with more guitar videos coming up just after this. I am going to make this one available for sale to help raise funds for the studio during this crazy coronavirus outbreak. So if you want to buy it, Judas Priest guitarist, famous producer, owned guitar, well, head on over to EssexRecordingStudios.com or Reverb.com and you can own it. It can be yours for a pretty penny. I'm not giving away this cheap because this is unreal condition and amazing provenance. If you have the time, crack open a beer and watch that interview we did with him. It's about 50 minutes long, and it gives a lot of insight into his background, his process, and what it takes to make platinum-selling mega metal records. All right, dudes. Make sure you follow us on all the socials at Essex Recording Studios, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You're already on YouTube, so you better click subscribe. We're just at 2 million views. We're like any day now. Tomorrow, the next day, we'll hit the big 2 million marker, and we just blew past 6,500 subscribers. So thanks, dudes. See you soon. Stick around.